Hello everybody and welcome yourselves to the first stream of ECC Season 4. Of course, my name is Faded, one of your casters, and joined by me is Louis. How are you doing today, dude?
I'm good. So I'm just getting ready to get everything set up. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing fine myself, thank you very much. Of course, we've got ourselves some very exciting matches for today, some Division 3 action. Um, Quickly take a look at what games we have. So coming up first, just shortly in a couple of minutes, we will have Pink Squadron up against Irrelevant Saffron. And then at 8:45 CEST, we'll be having Meteor versus Ascension Chronos. So two very interesting games. Hopefully get to see some exciting gameplay. Louis, do you have any initial thoughts on any of these teams?
I've just kind of... Where's the tournament page? I'll get it all set up. We do have a tournament page. I should take a second just to plug that. It will have all the information on the teams and everyone involved. The mods, yeah, to actually update it on the screen. We'll get away with that. In terms of like the whole season, I'm looking forward to the new season. We've got some new teams obviously getting involved, trying to get involved in the action. And obviously our existing teams, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just going to sound like I'm going crazy at this point here. Lots of new teams come in to try and challenge our existing teams. The Legends Division, the Champions Division, they're all looking good. And even if you drop down 1, 2, and 3, the other divisions, there's lots of competition. There's so many teams open in this. I don't know. There's so many big teams, and I couldn't really point out any of them specifically.
Well, yeah, if we take a look here, we actually can take a look at the seedings for Division 3. Of course, in this first matchup, of course, Pink Squadron are the second seed coming into this season, whereas Revenant Saffron, they're coming in as fifth. Of course, they came at 7th in Division 3 last season. So not having the best performance, but I believe there was some changes made on the relevance, and they can hope to come out a bit stronger in this season. Of course, I think we could take a look at the starting lineups for some of these teams. Of course, we've got Irrelevant Saffron already, and we've got ourselves Deddy, Jordan, and Trash Panda. I haven't heard a couple of those players, Deddy specifically, I've seen playing. And then on the opposite side of Pink Squadron, we do have J. Cole, Blur, and Zim Master, I think it's pronounced. I don't really know anyone from the Pink Squadron, if I'm being honest.
It's bad, I don't know either.
Yeah, so not much we could say about them. We'll just have to see how they play. But I know that Deddy in particular on the ILV Saffron side is a very capable player. I've only seen him really playing 1v1 as of late, which can somewhat translate into threes. But yeah, certainly a very capable player, maybe one to watch out for. But yeah, that's what I have to say on those guys.
I mean, I know that as far as Irrelevance are concerned, they're a pretty big team in terms of they've got quite a few rosters under their banner. So, in terms of them, they should be a key team coming into this. Obviously, that we are in the 3rd division today for this. So, Irrelevance, as big as the organisation they are, I'm a little bit surprised that this is their only team they've got in the 5 divisions, in some respects.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Like a lot of, from what I've heard, a lot of the relevance teams are pretty inactive, and so I don't think they've actually submitted many rosters. Of course, this roster, Saffron being the only exception. But nevertheless, I think we'll have to get into predictions. Who we think we're gonna win. Louis, let's start with you. Who do you think's got this?
You want to start with me? Oh, I'm gonna have to give it to Irrelevant Saffron. I'm not truly up to date in terms of who Pink Squadron are, whether they're sort of a mixed team of like mates or if they are a proper group team who've played together lots of times before, who have this experience. I'm gonna have to give it to Irrelevance.
I'll have to agree with you. I think I'll go with Irrelevance as well. Again, like you, I have no clue who's on the Pink Squadron. You don't really know any of the names. Whereas I do know a bit more about the Irrelevance team. So yeah, I think I'll have to give it to them. I think it's going to be a closer series just based on the seeding. Perhaps we can go for game 5. Yeah, I think that's my pick for this series.
I will, as I said, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
Alright, so I
Sorry.
think... Yeah,
I'm
so...
I'm all getting stuff on
Yeah,
mine. I know you are as well.
Yeah, so I think that's all we have to really say. Of course, before we get into the game, of course, we'll have to shout out a couple things to the ECC. Of course, if you do want to get more involved in the community, be sure to join our Discord server, and of course, follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube as well. And if you do wish to contribute to the prize pool for this, you can actually contribute a free 50 cents, I think. The code for that is ECCS4, if I remember correctly, on the Matcherino page. And there's some other tasks you can do on there as well, and put some money into the pot for the prize pool for this season. But I think without any further ado, let's get ourselves into the series. Of course, it is Pink Squadron and Irrelevant Saffron. Let's get into the first game. Alright, here we go, everyone. In game one of the series, getting started here. Of course, Daddy putting that one out into the blue half. J-Call trying to get this one out, but Jord is putting it back in. The ball is floating right there. Trash Panda putting that into the corner. Jord with a shot on net. Two defenders up. Monster will put that one to the side. Early aggression from Irrelevant Saffron coming out here, and they will keep on going. Trash Panda put that one onto the backboard. Daddy for the follow-up, but it will be cleared down the field. Now Jord's collecting this one. We're putting it out to the side. Jord's taking this one down the left because Monster is shadowing. With zero boost, forced the 50 Daddy to come in. Takes this one onto the backboard, cleared away yet again by Monster. And it's just been all Irrelevant so far on the offense as yet another one goes into the box. And finally now Monster does win challenge in midfield. Does put that one center. Jekyll is up for the shot off the post. And oh boy. That was a bit of a scare there for the Pink Squad. For Irrelevant, sorry.
That was almost their opening chance to really work with Daddy of Saffron's side. Another chance almost come out. Actually, Monster does actually find the net. Pink Squadron find the opening goal in the season, and that caught their opponents off guard.
Yeah, Daddy was not expected to dunk there from Monster, and he could just put that one into a wide open net. Only a minute gone. Even though Irrelevance, they had the majority of the pressure so far, they do find themselves a goal down despite that. And now, but ball's hovering a bit in midfield. Daddy weighing that challenge out. Monster is up for this. A little bit back and forth going on right now. And Jacob looking to move this one up the field. Again, just like a game of tennis, just putting it back and forth down the field. Of course, Trash Panda trying to find one into the middle. Jacob actually puts it middle, but actually clears that one down.
I got worried that was going to go in for a second. From their point of view, another shot. Oh, what a save by Jord. Can't do anything about the response though. J. Cole, that's a second for Pink Squadron. A good start they've actually had here.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, J. Cole putting that one out. Unfortunate for Jord, he actually puts it into the post and rebounds it into his own net. Bit sad for him, but Pink Squadron, they are getting off to a really good start in this game. finding themselves some opportunities. Now Deddy has one of his own, puts it onto the backboard, and Monster out to the side. Panda puts that one off the side wall, looking to put this one middle, or in fact ends the open net, does center it, and Deddy
Oh,
beans the open net. Are you kidding me? That was a freebie for him. And now the follow-up for George, he does finally convert, but oh boy, they should have scored on that first opportunity right there.
you know that should have been easily converted. Jordan at least does make up for the earlier mistake. There's one back for the Saffron side. Irrelevance, of course, looking to at least tie up the series here. Best of 5, I believe.
Yeah, it is a best of 5. Of course, they do have plenty of time to tie up this game. Now here comes Jacob looking to advance down the field. Jordan has control of this. Tries to put it out to his teammate Deddy, who drops it back down to the middle. But of course, that one is cleared away. Abamos putting it up. Monster trying to get that one. Two defenders did go for that. Of course, back pass now to Jacob. Tries to put it middle for Abamos. Now tries to move this one out to the field into the box. And does get another touch. Deddy again being dunked in his own half. Now Jordan will look to move this one back down the field.
2:14 to go, and well, Trash Panda tries to at least capitalise and get the ball. There's not really much left in this half for Relevant Sapphire Monster. Quick ball going forward, but no one to really connect or convert anything with. It's going to be Panda in the air, at least winning that aerial, but again, just going to be cut loose. It's again, as you said, just back and forth action between these two sides still. Pink Squadron have the lead, trying to extend it and trying to go forward. It's Irrelevant to looking good on the defense as well.
Yeah, now Jacob and Monster both whiffing on the defense. That's a bit of a concern, and that one being put into midfield. Obamos hitting that straight into Panda. And now Monster out to the side, looking to follow up with his own touch, but Jordan is out to clear that. Now Obamos into the centre. Does not connect with his teammate. Deddy will take this one slow. Tries to get a flick, but does not connect on it. But Panda is there to clear up. Does get bumped out from that, and does give possession back over to the Pink Squadron. And now the 1 minute mark is approaching. Rebel Saffron still looking for that one goal. That flicker for George.
That was a really nice flick. Sorry to cut you off there. Panda still trying to find the ball, just being bumped around by everyone involved at this stage. Obama's trying to at least send the ball forward here, but that little challenge will be at least temporarily cleared away by Deddy. Another centre, another clearance. So again, the defense holding up strong for Irrelevant Saffron. Onto it's just going to fall away, but J. Cole at least intercepts as well. No open net yet. Squadron need to get the ball in the nets. They've got a 2-1 lead to work with. And now they've just got to hold on for the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, and that demo in the half of Pink Squadron on one of the other Saffron members will relieve a bit of pressure. But Panda is going to try force the issue here, as they have not much time left to get this goal. Of course, any time is enough in Rocket League to find one. So Trash Panda trying to put this one out, but he needs to put this one towards the teammate. Tries to put it centre. Obama's perfect read on that. Deddy tries to put it centre for George, but he's just going to put that one into open space, and this one will get cleared out, and it will touch the ground. Pink Squadron taking the first game of the series. Alright, we're now advancing into game 2. Pink Squadron do find itself with a 1-game advantage. And now into the second game. They did win that last game by only 1 goal. Now into the second game. Of course, starting off early at Relevant Saffron, again having some early pressure. He does have a shot on net, and he will convert that only 9 seconds in. And Relevant Saffron do find themselves with an early lead.
Yeah, it was a nice little centre from George, really, and a couple of defensive errors which really cost Pink Squadron at the end there, and it means they've now got to come from behind if they want to get a 2-0 lead. Saffron, it's the response that they needed early on. The kickoff quickly going to be in favour of Monster towards the centre of goal. No real issue or concern for the Saffron side. Vamos will at least win and go for the 50-50. Almost a shot, almost in the corner of the net. Not quite going to convert anything for now. A good start as Saffron now try and push forward. Nothing else going to be given to them for now.
Well, now Relevant Saffron do have more pressure. Because shot on net, Monster going to save that one off the line. Now Deddy trying to get more out of this, but fortunately his teammate does commit for that as well. Now Monster on the counter attack, a bit of a ghost touch there, perhaps. Deddy will put this one down the field. Now J. Cole putting that one into his blocks. That is really dangerous from him. Of course, putting that one into a back pass position, but had a Saffron member been there, that could be capitalised on. Now George shooting this one wide. Vamos will pick this one up, tries to put this one off the wall, but that one happened. That one off the post for Deddy. And yet again, Relevant Saffron still knocking on the door. As that shot goes towards the net, Panda will convert on it, and it is a 2-0 lead for Relevant.
Yeah, Saffron, they've really opened up the second game with a bit more of an aggressive tone and a bit more of a faster pace, and it's kind of caught off Pink Squadron in some respects. The blue team now have to get 2 to at least tie up this second game. Kickoff. Again, favoured by Pink Squadron. An open net, actually. Monster finds that from kickoff. And they're back into this game.
Okay then, you don't see this one often, but I think that was a fast kickoff from Monster. Of course, one take the kickoff there, I think it was Panda was a bit too slow to that one. And immediately with a response on the kickoff, that's exactly what Pink Squadron needed. They want to get back into this one, they got loads of time to do so. So now, Deddy yet again pushing this one up into the corner, gets a second touch into the centre. Panda is up for this, does be able to defend it, but that is a double commit on the side of Relevant Saffron, and that is a wasted opportunity for them. Now Monster putting that one out, Deddy onto the side. Now Jacob will look to move this one back up the field, attempts a flick, but Deddy is yet again making those aggressive moves. Of course, he is a ones player, so that is natural for him to try and get the ball challenged early. He doesn't want any opportunities for the opposition. And now Saffron looking to move this one back down the field.
Well, 2 players back for Pink Squadron, not really that much of a concern, but these double commits aren't really that effective from Relevant. A good save as Obama denies George with an effort. George's first major impact in this game so far. He's had a quiet run so far. Relevant Saffron, they are trying to push forward, but Pink Squadron so far, just both sides equal to these 50-50 challenges at this stage. A good read by both sides, a good save! That's Deddy to deny Obama that little effort. That could have been another way back into the game for Relevant Saffron.
Yeah, for sure, it was a quality shot on net, but Deddy with fast reactions to save that one. And now half the game gone. Pink Squadron still find themselves behind in this game. But they have been finding a lot of opportunities as of late. J. Cole does kind of whiff that one. It does fake out Deddy though. George just bangs that one down the field. Vamos will pick this one up, try to dribble it out. Does beat out 2 players, and now he's looking to put this one centre. But Deddy again with a challenge in defence, not letting that one through. Now Monster doesn't have any boost to go for this. George will pick this one up, puts it in the field. Vamos out to the side, tries to follow up with his own touch, but doesn't make the read. Deddy again put this one down for field, going to try follow this one up. J. Cole with the save. Now Vamos does block a follow-up opportunity. And it seems like equal pressure for both sides at the moment.
Obama looks to centre the ball, a little bit too heavy, had a little bit of pressure applied onto the ball by Deddy on the opposing side, and that's just another chance cut away now by Pink Squadron, who now have to full rotate back. Now rotation forward as Monster leads a charge, wants to try and get a centre, a good centre, but George did enough to at least clear away the pressure from Irrelevance. And once again, it's the ball just going back in either side's defence. Both sides having to clear it, and both sides just need to try and cling on to these loose balls a lot more. Needs to be reading these a lot clearer. 1:10 to go.
Yeah, I've been noticing a lot in this series where, I mean, it's quite common for this level of play, where the players seem to just like boom the ball into the middle of nowhere rather than looking for that pass. And I feel like if these players were to do that more often, they would get themselves more opportunities, but they just give away possession way too often, in my opinion.
I didn't really want
Nevertheless,
to. I didn't want to say that, but in case it wasn't true, but no, it does seem to be a common theme. I've seen sort of this sort of division a few times throughout the season, this skill level, and it is repetitive. I promise you, I'm not trying to sort of shit talk anyone.
we are not, trust me, but it's something that has to be pointed out. But however, Saffron do find a third goal with that shot from Jord. Of course, this put that one up. It was J. Cole missing the read, couldn't get the clear out, and it does allow Jord to capitalise. And it seems like this game will be in the hands of Irrelevance.
Oh, they're almost there now. 25 seconds just to try and close out the game. All 3 players from Saffron chiming in with the goals. Means they've all at least got some striking experience as well. Good save, Daddy. Oh, that almost got a little bit dangerous there for the Pink Squadron side, and they can still push forward and maybe get a second goal here, but the loose ball is not really easy for Pink Squadron to deal with that much. J. Cole trying to find something. Him and Monster, they're trying to group up, but that might have been a good enough of a clearance of Amos. Nothing really available to him. There might be one last chance to J. Cole in the air. Good save in the air by Jord. Irrelevance respond. They tie up the series 1-1.
Alright, well, we're now getting into the third game of the series. Of course, be a little bit of confusion off the kickoff. I think, yeah, the people are confused in the in-game chat. I think what happened is one of the players must have had a UI bug or something, and they must have changed teams and it must have messed up the kickoff, but I'll just tell him play on. But anyways, that was really confusing there off the kickoff. Relevant Saffron do find themselves with an early goal, and yet another opportunity. J-Cole with a save off the crossbar. That was brilliant from him, and he will get himself the clear, and perhaps for an equaliser here. Trying to put this one centre. Deddy off the side. Boy, it is a hectic start to this game, isn't it?
It's complete chaos as it stands. Pink Squadron 1 goal down at this stage and trying to get a second. They have to defend quite a lot at this stage. Jord, his shot and a second demo onto Obamas. Is this really pitting Pink Squadron under a lot of pressure at this stage? A missed opportunity and a potential chance could have arisen there for Pink Squadron to try and get an equalising goal, but Jord's going to temporarily keep control of the ball. Monster wins the first challenge, but can't keep the ball in his favour. And Relevant Saffron again, able to just try and push forward here. Ball was eventually going to be picked up by Pink Squadron. The centre is there. Obamas will find the net, and they do respond in what still feels like a hectic game.
Yeah, that was a massive mistake from Jord. He does put that one down centre. I think he was wanting to give it to Panda to get a booming clear, but instead Bamos does capitalise on that. Perhaps a lack of communication on the defensive end of Irrelevance. And it does give Pink Squadron the equaliser they need after conceding so early into the game. Now Joy putting that one onto the sidewall, looking to put this one center. Does actually send it towards the net. Monster actually own goal set. Oh dear, that is not what Monster was looking for there. Converts that one to his own net. My word, what is happening?
You can tell he was just trying to at least send it over the crossbar, or at least towards the sidewall. Wasn't to be, and that's a devastating way to concede a goal. 2-1, Saffron on top. Kickoff will again be actually favoured by Pink Squadron. They're getting all these kickoffs in their favour, but not really able to do much from the resulting ball. Trash Panda, the ball. Looking for something not quite going to be faded.
Yeah, I think on that kickoff, as we just mentioned, even though the kickoffs are seeming to go towards the side of Irrelevance, it's a common kickoff strategy, of course. I think they attempt the back corner kickoff to try gain possession. Of course, sometimes it does work, sometimes not. But opportunity for Irrelevance Saffron side, and that is going to be a free shot for Panda. Does send that one through. And let's look at this again. George does tackle the two defenders there. Trash Panda can easily slot that into the left of the goal. And with no more than 2 minutes gone, it's a 3-1 lead for Irrelevance.
Well, Pink Squadron, they've got a little bit of a comeback to have to try and achieve now. Baumas is trying to start it, but can't even win the basic 50-50 challenge. Jacob will at least keep the ball in Pink Squadron's favour. Daddy will knock it away, and a follow-up by Jordan means the ball only temporarily will be cleared. Monster off the back wall looking for a second chance. Pink Squadron can't really get the ball back in their favour. They're struggling to really keep control. There's a shot and a chance wanted by Abramus, but a good little challenge means Saffron now can send the ball forward. They didn't have enough players really going forward at last. Oh no, I don't know what's happening. Monsters just found a loose ball. What is happening, Faded?
What is happening? Well, that's my question as well. I feel like Joy was faked out a little bit there by Deddy. Again, perhaps a bit of miscommunication on that side, and it leaves no defenders back. Monster can just easily put that one into an open net. And with half the game gone, of course, Pink Squadron only down by 1. It is still possible, but I mean, a lot of questionable goals are gone in this game.
Yeah.
It's difficult to understand what's happening. But nevertheless, we will continue on as Deddy does have another shot. Monster almost putting that one into his own net, but thankfully slammed on the brakes in time. And he does get past two defenders. Ramos does have the chance, flicks it past Deddy. It is open. Monster with the shot, but it is blocked on the line. And that was a really good opportunity for Pink Squadron, but no one there to take the free shot on net.
Relevance now trying to push forward themselves to find an equaliser, and the ball's just not really favouring them, and Pink Squadron are just somewhat able to clear this away. Deddy, again, another good centre, and while Jordan's there, his angling of the car wasn't the best position. Trash Panda winning the 50-50. Again, trying to send this ball forward. This pressure is being kept alive by Relevant Saffron, but they can't really get the shots on target. They can't really find the net, and the same in some respects can be said to Pink Squadron at this stage. 90 seconds, you can do a good shot. Just hit the side of a wall there on the left. J. Cole will be able to knock it away, and well, I don't really know what's going on here.
Yeah, it just seems to be back and forth at this stage. We did see this earlier in game 1, where they're just hitting it, you know, back and forth between each other, as if it's ping pong or something. But now, Relevant Saffron looking to get this one out this half. It is just put straight onto J. Cole. Trash Panda trying to get the clear. Deddy will put that one out to the side. And Joy will leave that one for Deddy. But Ramos does have the shot. It is off the post. Follow up from Monster. Will convert it. And the Pink Squadron, they will tie the game up with just under a minute left.
Considering they were 3-1 down at one stage, now it might feel like they've got a chance to really go on and win this and get back into the series. 2 goals for Monster in this game so far. Trash Panda 2 on the opposing side as well, and Relevant Saffron, they won't want to give up this lead. The kickoff in their favour, George found it, and they're back in the lead.
Oh my goodness, George just bangs that one straight into the net off the kickoff again. Obamos, I think he messed up the kickoff on his end, and George could just pinch it off the corner of his car, and he just goes straight into the bottom right. And now Relevant Saffron, immediate response right there off the kickoff. We saw this last game. But now Monster will find himself the shot. Obama's putting that one off the backboards, and this game's just getting more and more crazy as we go on, as they do get the equaliser once again in this game.
And Pink Squadron, they've turned out as they needed to get themselves back into this, and well, I don't really know who's going to be disappointed if one of them loses this eventually. George trying to win the kick-off, but Bamos at least can cling on to the ball somewhat in the defensive end. Monster almost just set up the opposing team there. He can at least try and dribble and send the ball forward yet again, but Deddy back again. Will win the 50-50, and that's a great little centre for the team to work with. J. Cole knocking it away as we enter the last 30 seconds. It's both sides still with a chance of winning this. J. Cole's little effort not quite on target. Saffron trying to clear it away, but there's still a centre and still a chance. We've got 15 seconds left before overtime.
Well, J. Cole looking to get that one out into the middle, but does miss the shot. There's a chance for 11 Saffron. The net is open. Jordan does get that one off the crossbar with 9 seconds left. Does find that one. Obamos with a missed touch into the corner, and George with all the time in the world to put that one in. And it's looking like 11 Saffron could take this unless yet another play off the kickoff perhaps happens. Obamos looking to put this one centre for a teammate. Monster is going to go up for this, tries to put it centre. Obamos will put it in! Oh my goodness! What is happening? 1 second on the clock, and Pink Squadron will tie it up yet again.
Well, Pink Squadron, they've kind of shown that they've got a lot of control over the game as well. They still want to try and prove that they're still in this as well. 5-5 overtime. It's certainly on the cards at this stage here, unless something crazy happens. We've seen crazy things in this game so far, but it will have to be overtime to separate these two sides. It's been back and forth. There's no one really been on top specifically. They've both been matching each other, and now it's the dreaded overtime to try and split up one of these two teams.
Yeah, it will have to be that way in the game as intense as this. George does have an early opportunity. Puts that one middle dead. He forces 2 players to commit. And now Panda looking to put that one centre. Obamos into the centre. Deddy is up for this one, but it is cleared away by Monster into the corner. George with a bit of a mystery. J. Cole tries to put that one across. Now Deddy will take that one out. Monster will pick this one up. Bangs it onto the backwards. To the defender's jump for that charge. We'll get that one to the corner. Now Obamos yet again with an opportunity. Does go centre. J. Cole will perhaps turn for this. No, it will be Monster to get that one, but it is out into the middle. Obamos is fast at that one though, and it's looking a lot more even in this overtime.
Monster can't quite win the ball at that stage. J. Cole will at least try and retrieve the ball and keep it in Pink Squadron's favour, but it is the Pink Squadron side who are really feeling this pressure. George will win the 50-50. It's only as far as J. Cole on the opposing side, and both sides really need to try and keep control of the ball. This could be dangerous. Monster tried to at least capitalise on that. J. Cole also, nothing going to be given up by the irrelevant Saffron side for now, and they're just going to have to start by keeping the ball and getting some chances going forward. 6 shots so far achieved by George. 12 on the entire team, and that's more than Pink Squadron have actually built up on their side.
Well, now a minute and a half into overtime. Of course, it's just been back and forth. Opportunities coming out for both sides. Now George will be picking this one up. Deddy will be the last man. Does get it once the corner. He's not got much boost to work with. J. Cole try to put this one into the middle. Trust Panda was the one in net, but no need to go for that one as J. Cole does put that one to the side. Now Saffron look to be stuck on defense. He seems to be starved out of boost, but George does force 2 players to commit. Is there a one-on-one situation? George with a shot. Obamos is back for that one. Deddy with the open it does double tap that one off the back wall, and that'll be a relevant Saffron at taking the 3rd game of the series.
And Pink Squadron surely will have to be feeling so gutted of that to get that last second goal, just to even take it to overtime. And the comeback from 3-1 down at one stage, it's so disappointing. Irrelevant Saffron, they've got the lead, and they've potentially got the chance to try and go on and win this now. One more game they need, or else Pink Squadron will take us to a 5th map.
Now game 4 getting underway. It was a very chaotic third game. Now hopefully the teams will calm down a little bit. As early on, not clearly not. Me and my words already. Casters cursing coming off the kickoff. Trash Panda. We'll put that one top corner. Beautiful shot placement. Not gonna lie, J. Cole had a really hard time getting to that. Almost pinched that one out. Oh boy, these teams aren't gonna stop scoring, are they?
They're not. They're certainly going to give us a good game, if anything. Opening day, and the relevant Saffron already get a goal within 5 seconds. Certainly not out of the ordinary, but certainly in Division 3, it's unexpected in some sense of the word. Jord and Obamas have to now combine to clear this, or try to send the ball forward, if anything. Then they've got a chance. Obamas, open net. Equaliser has been found. Pink Squadron back in this game.
Well, there we go, the equaliser coming out. J. Cole does put that one off the corner, and Obamas is left with an empty net. I think 2 defenders committed for that first challenge. And there we go. Just over 20 seconds gone. Of course, it's all tied up. Oh my, these teams are just going all out in the series.
No way.
Another shot. Oh my word, what even is happening?
I want to be honest and say it was just no one there defending for Pink Squadron, but they had players back and they just couldn't really connect onto the wall. 2 big goals, if anything, coming out from Irrelevant Saffron this game. They're trying to certainly prove and build up a storm in Division 3, and so far they've had a good start. There might just be an equal... There is. What is this game?
Okay, yeah, another equaliser, alright. That one, great pass into the middle, not going to lie, off the side of Obama, so J. Cole in a perfect position to capitalise on that. The defence is pushed a bit too far up in that situation. It does grant themselves a second goal in this game. We're now at 2 apiece, just over 30 seconds gone. We don't see this every day. Nevertheless, Steady yet again playing aggressive on the offence. And now... Go on.
I was gonna say, it was like we had sort of like a 2-1 game at the start, and now we're getting like 6-5s and 5 goals in the space of a minute. Actually, Steady finding that one. It feels as though these teams have finally warmed up.
Yeah, for sure. Because Steady putting that one on target, I think it was placed off the back by John. I think J. Cole tried to jump for that one, but completely misread it, and Steady could just put that one straight in. And now Evan Saffron do get themselves back into the lead. But it's very defensive capabilities of both these teams are, you know, not that strong at the moment. But the offense is doing amazing. But as I say that, yet another goal goes in from J. Cole. Goes Trash Panda, not with the greatest clue, and J. Cole does have the angle on that. And puts that one near post. Jordan with a fortunate backflip. Oh my goodness, 6 goals in the space of a minute. You don't see this every day.
I was about to say to you, how long do you reckon it would take for there to be an equalising goal? And it pretty much instantly happened. Monster, he's got the pressure going forward here. J. Cole trying to at least capitalise on that, but there are 3 players defending, and Irrelevance can at least clear that away. And on the other end, despite Irrelevant Saffron trying to rotate and push players forward, it just wasn't to be. Pink Squadron now rotating, falling back, having to lay the defensive end aside, going for a shot. It's Monster. Jordan will knock it away. And now we've had to add a bit more of a quieter 30 seconds, it's worth saying.
Thank goodness, because we do be scoring so much. And may I mention, that was the first save made by anyone on the field. And there we go, yet another goal going in for Panda. We'll have another one here. Deddy did actually pinch that one off the sidewall, and Panda was perfect in position. J. Cole was not expecting the shot there to be as powerful as it was. Now 4-3 up for the Irrelevant Saffron side. Of course, they are continuing what happened last game, which is just scoring plenty of goals. This one up onto the backboard. Balance will be forced to put that one to the side. Now move this one up. Deddy will be putting that one out to the left. Monster will pick this one up. Panda with a bit of a miss touch. That one is put center. Jord with a save off the line, and he will look to move this one back down.
Now, I don't play Rocket League that much, but even I can kind of tell that this isn't normally what sort of happens in a best-of-5 series. So many goals really coming out. A couple of mistakes here and there, and both sides, they'll have to look at improving their defense in some respects. J. Cole will try and send the ball forward to try and ignite a start, but no attacks will be coming out yet. Irrelevant Saffron at the back. Only just clear it away. Obamas trying to go forward here, but For the first time in a while, we're just seeing back and forth play, aren't we?
Yeah, once again, we did see this earlier on in the series. As now Joy does have another opportunity, and that one will be put through. I suppose, Louis, every time we say something, oh, it's gone quiet, someone scores, and I just don't understand what's happening. But yet again, Joy does manage to get one past the defender, and he will get himself and his team a 2-goal lead in the game.
Can we keep building this ladder and shout? I like building a ladder because it just doesn't build. It's just all out of shape. Keep going with that, chat. 5-2 or 5-3. Irrelevant Saffron on top at this stage. They're trying to push for the 6th goal. That was a nice little aerial effort for Panda to try and work with. Daddy trying to at least win that, but J. Cole's got an opportunity. This could be a 4th, and there's the 4th. There's the reaction group Pink Squadron wanted, and maybe, just maybe, they're still in this series.
Yeah, they will get themselves one back. Deddy, I think, pushed a bit too much as the 3rd man, and that 50 does go in favour of J. Cole. He does manage to get it into the open net. No defenders back. George wasn't able to make that save. And now only 1 goal separates these two teams. Just under 2 minutes left. And as we've seen, especially in these past couple of games, anything can happen here. Of course, Pink Squadron are looking for a win in this game in particular to tie up the series and bring ourselves to a 5th game, whereas Irrelevant Saffron, they're looking to take it right here and right now. But an own goal comes out, and that is just really unfortunate for a defender on Pink Squadron. I do believe, Lucy, here, that was J. Cole. My oh my, what is happening here?
I really couldn't tell you. Daddy now on a hat-trick, as is J. Cole on the Pink Squadron side of things. Again, it's been somewhat of a quieter game from George, but he's been making the impact as well that he's needed to that ball. How does that go in? Daddy's found a 4th. Can you explain this game, please?
I'll try to. I think Deddy, again, went for a very aggressive challenge, and J. Cole not having the best touch on that ball, and of course Deddy having a huge advantage, can just slot that one straight into the net. Now Deddy finding himself with a 4th goal. Of course, he's been doing a lot of the offensive work for the Irrelevant Saffron team. And now a 3-goal lead for Irrelevance. It's going to be a lot more comfortable for them, knowing that they have such a huge lead, but anything can happen really. Of course, Pink Squadron are capable of making these comebacks, as that one is pinched into the blue half. Now going into the centre, J. Cole just waits for that monster. We'll clear it out for him. Now Bamos trying to get this one out. Neither player is making a touch on the ball. Now Panda will look to put this one up the wall of Bamos into the centre. J. Cole will look to get a shot on net. Deddy does get in the way. Now with a minute left, it's going to be incredibly tough for Pink Squadron to get back into this.
Yeah. They're a map down as well, so if they lose this, that'll be the series in favour of Saffron at this stage here. Still, Irrelevant Saffron are keeping up this pressure. They could even get an 8th goal. There's nothing really stopping them at this stage here. The ball almost centred, almost a gifted chance there for Irrelevant to work with. Daddy back on the ball. All passing combined with George to try and get a centre going, but J. Cole will be the man for now to knock it away. Just 20 seconds. I believe this series is finally going to come to a close. It's been entertaining, Faded.
Yeah, for sure. Just plenty of goals going back and forth, and you know, it was a very hectic series to say the least, especially in these last 2 games, but was a great series by both these teams. But Irrelevant Saffron will come out as the victors, as the ball will eventually touch the ground.
It won't. This is Division 3.
Yep, here we go. Alright, well, there we are, finally. Irrelevant Saffron will take the series 3-1. Of course, us casters did predict this one correctly. Thought the Irrelevance team would take it, and they do so in 4 games. And I mean, you know, I have to say it again, that was just super chaotic from start to finish, really. It started off a little bit more like, you know, quiet to begin with, but game 3 and 4, man, it was just all out from both of these teams. Of course, the offense was brilliant from both of them, but it seemed like the defense just wasn't there at all, and it just allowed for so many goals to go in. So yeah, any final thoughts this series, Louis?
Is this what we're really going to be seeing from Division 3 all season? If so, it's entertaining. You got to give it that. It's a good little chance for these two sides. A great game, a great first showing, if anything, from Pink Squadron at least. The game won't be in their favour though. It's going to be finally a win for Irrelevant Saffron, and a good start for them as well.
Well, the first series has now been concluded. Of course, the first match going 3-1 in favour of Irrelevant Saffron, and what a way to start off, honestly. But yeah, we will have another match on the schedule. I believe it is coming up in just 5 minutes. I think we may just take a really short break before we get into that one, just to kind of recuperate ourselves after seeing that match. So yeah, I believe next up is Meteor versus Ascension Kronos, also a Division 3 matchup, another best of 5. We'll be back very shortly, guys. Do not go anywhere.
We've been out cold, we've been no hiding, scared of the truth, but we know nothing. We've been out cold, scared of the truth. We've been out cold. Scared of the truth. We've been out cold, we've been no hiding, scared of the truth, but we know nothing. If everything's lost, and I will not follow you. If something is broken, tell me, I'll make it true. We've been out cold. Scared of the truth.
Alright, welcome back everyone to the ECC stream. Of course, we did just see Irrelevant Saffron take a 3-1 win over the Pink Squadron in a very intense 4-game series. But now we are going to be going into our second best of 5 of the night. We're going to be having ourselves Meteor versus Ascension Kronos in our next match. Of course, it is now a Division 3 matchup, and we'll just take a look at the lineups. So on the Meteor side, we do have Celox, Mawin, I think it is, and Seo. And then on the Ascension side, we do have Big Man Itau, I think that's how you say it, President Par, and Sky. Both of these lineups. So of course Meteor, of course they are a team from last season. Of course our very own Timmy, who is the streamer for today, did leave that team in the off season and he's now on Snakebite. So we do have a bit of a change in this roster. Of course Ascension, I do believe, are the former Nova roster who were partnered with Meteor in some respect. And now they're under the Ascension banner for today's game. Now this is the 3rd seed versus the 4th seed, so I do expect a pretty close matchup for today. So I think we'll just hop straight into predictions, I think, for this. Of course, we'll not waste much time. So, basically, I don't know that much about either of these teams. Of course, to do, you know, I have heard of the names on these sides. But I feel like Meteor are perhaps the more experienced team. Of course, they did have a pretty good performance last season. They did manage to make it to the promotion tournament, and unfortunately lost to Snakebite in that, and so they find themselves yet again in Division 3. But I think I will go with Meteor for this. I think we'll go with a 3-2, I believe, for this. We'll go all the way to that 5th and final game in this series. So yeah, I hope it's going to be a really close one. Of course, we got 2 returning teams, I believe, in here battling it out in Division 3. So I think we don't have much more to really talk about with both these teams. I think we'll just get straight into the game. Of course, before that, if you do want to interact more with our community here at the ECC, of course, be sure to join our Discord, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube. And if you do want to contribute to our prize pool, check out the match renewal page. And of course, with the code, I believe it's ECCS4, you can donate 50 cents to the prize pool free of charge, and you know that'll put more into the pot for our players here to compete for. And all those links can be found, I believe, below the stream as well, and maybe in the chat too. But anyways, I think we'll just get straight into this one. Of course, our 2nd and final match of the day, Meteor versus Ascension Kronos. Let's get ourselves into the first match. Well, here we go. The 2nd match of the day, Meteor versus Ascension Kronos. Getting started here. Game 1, of course, Celux looking to start things off early. Power will get that one off the line, and now on the backboard again. We'll make another clear out to the right. Sale looking to push this one forward. It's onto the backboard. Cleared away by Big Man. Now here we go. Sky pushing that one down the field. Celux there to intercept that one. Power looking to push one towards net. Marvin will put that one out to the side. Now, Sale looking to push this one back up again. Big Man with a challenge. Looking to try center this one. Does put it into the box, but no one there to pick it up. A bit too much power on that one. Now Sky yet again back into the center. Power will look to pick this one up. Will this one around the wall. Bit clumsy defense here from the Meteor side, but they will save that one. Now Sky yet again aggressing. Meteor appear to have majority of the pressure so far, as 1 minute has now passed. Now Celox putting that one center. Seal isn't able to connect with that one. Marwin trying to get a challenge in, but Big Man will beat him out to it. They're moving to push this one down the field. Shot on net. 2 players going up for that one. Seal will put it out to the corner, and the demo from Marwin will hopefully open up some space, but Sky is there to cover. Now, both players missing on that one. Sky will try to go up for this one. Sale will block it out to the side, and now Per will put this one onto the backboard. Marwin missing that, so Sky has an open net. And there we go, 1.5 minutes in, Sky finds himself with the first goal of the game. Of course, brilliant ball onto the backboard, and Sky capitalizing on the whiff on defense on Meteor. They do find themselves with a lead. Finally, they seem to have had the majority of the pressure so far in this game, and it does pay off eventually. Now Meteor looking to push this one down the field. Par putting that one out to the side. Seo will look to play this one slow, puts it off the sidewall, but Par will capitalize on the whiff. Big Man will put that one into the back of the net. Ascension, they do extend their lead in this one. Of course, Par putting that one off the backboard again. Silix was not well positioned in net. He should be a bit further back, turn towards the middle perhaps, and not looking directly at the ball. Of course, defense caught off guard again. Of course, Par's been making some brilliant passes for his teammates in this one. Now Sky with yet another shot opportunity. Celox will put this one out into the center. Par yet again intercepting this one. Now Seo does find himself with a little bit of space. Big Man is shadowing right now. Seo tries to put it behind him, but does not work out. Mawan will look to clear this one out. Sky is up for that, and now Par is going to try to put this one up. But Mawan is going aggressive yet again. Going to try to win this 50 out. Now Seo into the center. Mawan tries to make a touch, but cannot connect. Sky is there to put that one out. Now Celox putting that one out to the right. Sky with a touch in. Par onto the wall again, looking to make it center. Big Man is up for this. It is off the crossbar. That was really close for Ascension. And Meteor do manage to hold on once again. But with over half the game gone, Meteor haven't found much on the offense, so far. Only 2 shots to the name, but that is a brilliant shot by Par. Of course, Celox with the clear out, but Big Man does put that one center, and Par. Brilliant placement on that, 136 kilometers per hour. No way the defender can catch up to that one. Central Chrono's looking so dominant on the offensive end so far. They're given so much space by Meteor. I feel like Meteor needs to push a little bit more, try to force the issue. This seems like Ascension a bit too comfortable so far. You can see that just the defense of Meteor is sitting back too much. And anytime they get the ball, they just hand it right back to them. As that one is again into the center. Maman does challenge that one. And we'll look to try and make a play. Does put that one into the center. Both Celox and Seo do jump for it, but Celox will make the commitment. Now, Big Man does make the clear down the field. Celox will be forced to save that one off the posts. Now, Par does ban that one down the field. It's going to go off the backwards into the box. Sky into the corner of Ascension. Big Man does put that one again into the corner. Celox out to the side. Sky trying to make a play here. Seo with a challenge, but it's going to go into the box. And Sky will try to convert it, but Seo with a big save on the line. Just managing to block that one off his own crossbar. And defense is still holding in the last minute or so for Meteor, but now 3 goals down, a minute left. Ascension looking so dominant so far. And unless Meteor finds something now, looks like this game will be going in favor of Ascension as they yet again are pushing. Seo will actually turn that one into his own net. I think he misread the bounce from the corner. Of course, Sky did put that one into the corner, and Seo was mispositioned and does turn that one into his own net. 47 seconds left. I think we can consider this game in the hands of Ascension. Really, for next game, Meteor need to step it up more on the offense. You know, the majority of the pressure of Ascension, they have a total of 11 shots compared to the 3 of Meteor. And if you're wanting to find anything, you've got to get those stats up. Because Ascension, I feel like they've been granted too much time and space in this series. It seems like the Meteor guys have just been sitting back way too much. And anytime you do find an opportunity, they're a bit slow to the ball. And yet again with Mawan, he did try to put that one in, but he was a bit slow to that. And Seo's follow-up didn't go in either. Celox will save that one off the line, but with time running out, this first game will be going in favor of Ascension Chronos. What a performance from them in this game. They've put so much pressure on the side of Meteor. And then Meteor, they do have a minute to work with to try figure out how they can counter this playstyle in the next game. Alright, game 2 getting underway in this series. Of course, Ascension on fire right now. 4-0 win in the first game. But Mama with a brilliant bump on par to open things up. And Meteor do get the start they needed in this. Of course, a bit of a awkward pinch there. And Mawan is in the right place at the right time. Does take Purr out of the goal. And with 7 seconds gone, Meteor do find themselves a lead. But of course, Ascension, they will have a lot of confidence after that win. They know they can get themselves back into this game. They've got loads of time to do so. Now, Meteor looking to move up onto the offense. Mawan will look to try to get this one into the center. It is a bit awkward, but Purr is there to clear it away. All 3 Ascension players in the same corner. That could have been a great opportunity for Meteor yet again. Now, Sale will be going up for this. Let's put it to the side wall. Mawan does push that one out. Big man is there. Now Sky does get that one away. Mawan is down as well, but Sale is keeping the pressure on. Trying to buy time for his teammates to get back. Now Meteor playing defense again. Celox did jump for that one, but it will not matter. Of course, now onto the back where Sale does clear it away. Purr looking to center this one again. The Celox is there to clear it up. Now Celox looking to make things happen on the offensive end. Seo is there for the block. Mawan does have an opportunity. Fakes out the defender. That is brilliant from Mawan to get the second goal. Of course, a bit of a pinch into the midfield. Knew Sky was going to die for that. He was the last man. That's just great from Mawan to recognize the aggressive play from Ascension so far. And they will make them punish. They will be punished for it, shall I say. And now, just over a minute gone, Meteor off to a really good start in this game. And now, Meteor yet again, so offensive pressure. There's a bit of a bump on the Ascension end. Seems to be a little bit clumsy on defense at the moment. Quite a few whiffs, but they will manage to get this one out. Was Purr with the demo and a booming clear. Bounce going in favor of Sky. He will manage to get that one in. Big man again into the box with Seal. Will get that one out. Purr into the side. Will Seal couldn't recover in time for that touch. Now Mawan out to the side. Sky will pick this one up, but it is in the hands of Celox. The big man with the block. It is into the middle. Seal will look for a shot. This one was going to perhaps go into the net, but big man will put that one away. Celox into the center. Seal is there for the shot, but Purr again with a booming clear. Now Mawan in a bit of an awkward situation. Does put that one out to Celox. Now big man will look to drop this down to a teammate. Does manage to do that. Purr is there for the shot, but Seo is there to put that one away. Now a bit of an awkward touch from Mawan out to the side. Purr will put this one up. Looking to put this one into the middle. Now Seo puts that one out to Celox. Now Mawan in a bit of an awkward spot. I think he got a demo on the defender, but not really part of the rotation right there for Meteor, and it does give away another opportunity. Mawan clearing this one out. Sky will put this one up, looking to put this one off the backboard for a teammate. Purr is there, but yet again blocked. Meteor looking really strong on the defense so far, and what I'm liking from them is they're playing more aggressive in the offensive ends. They're trying to force the issue, not giving Ascension any space to work with, because we saw it in the first game. Anytime Ascension had any space, they made good use of it, and that's how they managed to get such a dominant win. But in this second game, Meteor stepped up a lot more, and Ascension have struggled to find anything on the offensive end. And now Purr does have an opportunity, does try to get that one in. Seo with a brilliant block there, and both players missing on the wall there. But still, Ascension with possession. Big man trying to get that one middle, but he did cross it over. And now Seo putting that one onto the right, not towards any teammates. The demo will open up some space for Ascension, but it is cleared out to Celox. Mawan tried to get a challenge there. Now Seo out into the box. Big man does need to get this one out. Dribbles it over to defenders. And now Mawan is there to pick it up. And now Purr yet again into the middle. 1 minute left for both these teams. Ascension, they have struggled to find any good opportunities this game. Now Mawan looking to push this one up. He's looking to put this one center, with no teammates there. Purr with an easy clear. Now Power looking to play this one into the middle, but it goes wide in the net. Big Man looking to put this one into the box. Maman, the great challenge. Now Celox and Maman both commit for that one. And we'll give away an opportunity, but never mind, Maman does pick that one up. Celox will just play that one into the corner. Looking to waste time now. Of course, they've done enough. A 2-goal lead looks to be insurmountable for Ascension. Unless they can find something now. Of course, Meteor, they've done so well on defense. They play more aggressive. They try to get as early of a challenge as possible. You don't want to give Ascension any time to work with. As they do tie up the series. This is looking a lot better from Meteor. And I feel like Ascension, they've got to find a response going into the next game. Because Meteor are looking like a much better team at this point. Alright, well the series is tied between Ascension and Meteor. The third game coming in. Ascension looking to start things quick, and that is yet again the opening goal for Ascension. Last time it was Meteor getting a really early opportunity, but this time Ascension does get it. Sky with that hit into the sidewall, and Big Man is there to pick it up. Sayo not back in time to make the save. And Ascension, they struggled to find anything in the last game, but they do get a goal to kick things off in the third game of the series. Now Celox playing that one into the corner. Maman will look to get this one out, but Par winning that challenge is a bit awkward for Celox, but he does manage to find a touch again. Of course, it is a bit of a scramble on the Meteor side. Of course, two players did go for that ball just there. Now Par with a bit of a back pass towards Sky, who does put that one into the back, where Par is up for that, tries to redirect it in, a great effort, but could not find the angle, unfortunately. Now Sky will clear this one out. Celox is here to pick this one up. Now Mawan really pushed far up. I'm not liking this from him. I've seen this for a couple times from him where he's just not in a good position for a pass. He's like right in front of his teammates, but really he should be, you know, in a better position. Like the backboard could be in a better position, or just right beside his teammate. Nevertheless, the demo from Ascension looking to open things up, but no one can capitalize. Sail into the corner. Par will put that one center, and that is own goal again by, I believe, Celox. My goodness. We've seen so many own goals, but I think that might have touched off another defender, and I think Celox wasn't really expecting it. Now Ascension with a 2-goal lead. With only a minute gone. Seems like Ascension have found their old selves again, looking to find opportunities. Now Sky with a brilliant touch into the midfield. Almost had a goal again, but not to be. And now Big Man with a huge challenge in the offensive end, getting a wonderful 50-50 off of Sayo. He was not expecting that at all. And it goes into the top corner. Brilliant stuff from him. And that is a 3-goal lead now. Ascension seem to have figured things out. Figured out a way to stop Meteor. But as I say that, off the kickoff, Celox with a response finally from Meteor. Just puts that one into the left. Big Man could not get back in time, unfortunately. Now, only a 2-goal deficit from Meteor. We have seen them do some work in the offense last game. And they do finally get themselves on the boards. Now Par putting that one onto the backboard. Celtics is up for this, puts it right back into the hands of the Ascension player. And Celtics out at the side. Couldn't pick up on the pass there, unfortunately. Sky with a touch out to Celtics. It's a bit awkward for both teams at the moment. Now Big Man with yet another huge challenge. The confidence on this man to go for this is unreal, but he recognized this. He saw that Manwin did not have good control over the ball and just died for it. And it does pay off yet again. We've seen this from now twice in this game, where he just goes for these really aggressive plays when the opponents do not expect it at all. And now Celox forced to make a save on the kickoff. And now Celox with a whiff there. Manwin to cover. We'll put this one into the center. Sky is up for this. It is blocked, but it will still go away yet again. There's Celox into the middle. Seo turned the wrong way. Could not pick up on the infield pass. It was a good opportunity for them. The Big Man again with the challenges. Par into the corner. Seo will put this one up and try to get it out, but a whiff on the backboard will not matter as Marwan is there to cover. Now Celox, the bit of an awkward position here. He is forced away. Sky with the whiff. Par with the demo. And Marwan is there to prevent any shots. Yet again, and whiff from Marwan is covered by Seo. And now Marwan into the center. Celox is waiting for this one. Does go up for it. Sky does get this one out. Now Seo into the midfield. Big Man does put it back to him. And now Sky looking to make an aggressive play yet again. Par is putting this one onto the back wall. Seo will be there to put it to the side. Big Man in for the challenge, putting it into the middle. Sky is there for the shot, but didn't have a good angle and it puts it to the side. Now Par looking to make a challenge, doesn't get much out of it. And Meteor will have a chance to move up once again. Both players on the wall. I feel like there's a bit of lack of awareness on the side of Meteor. There's been a couple times where some of the players have been mispositioned, and it has cost them potential counter-attacking opportunities. And the Par will just clear that one out. Ascension don't need to worry about scoring anymore. They've got a 3-goal lead, and Meteor have struggled to get into their half in this game. So you don't have much to worry about. As long as you can keep the ball away and continue the pressure, they should be fine. As Celox is forced to make another save. Par will have an open net to work with, and that is the 5th goal on the board for Ascension. It looks like game 1 Ascension is back. They have had such a dominant game. Celox, not with the best clear in the world, he could have certainly taken control of that. He had a bit of space to work with. But Par was ready for that. A minute to go, a 4-goal deficit now for Meteor. They will try to get a consolation goal or two at least in this game. Try build up, or kill the momentum of Ascension even. Damage it as much as possible and get some confidence back for the next game, because they've been able to find nothing on the offense. They managed to get 1 goal off the kickoff, but other than that, they've been struggling to get into the half of Ascension. And again, it is 3 shots of Meteor compared to the 11 of Ascension. It's just complete dominance. Of course, Big Man with that hat trick, and you know, it's looking really tough on the side of Meteor. Of course, they do need to sort some issues out, especially with positioning, I feel like. But a 6th goal going in for Ascension. They're just rubbing salt on the wound at this point. A 6th goal on the board. Sky does put that one through. 6-1. This is complete dominance for Ascension. And moving into game 4, Meteor will have to make a huge response if they want a chance in this series. Because Ascension, even though they lost that 2nd game, they still have the confidence here to come back. As the ball will eventually touch the ground. No one wanted to keep it up. Finally, it will touch the ground. Ascension, of course, 2-1 up in the series. They only need 1 more to close it out. Ascension, they're looking so dominant now after that 6-1 win in Game 3. And they're trying to get off to a hot start. Of course, Power with the miss off the backboard there. Sky back passing it to his teammate, trying to hold on to possession as much as possible. The big man with a miss there. Now Seo forced to clear on out with a shot from Sky. And the defense is looking really scattered from Meteor right now. Of course, one of the issues is that they, in Game 2, they challenged early a lot of the time, which is something that was working so well for them. But Game 3, they seem to stop doing that again. They gave so much space for Ascension, and those are the things happening here. Ascension have a really good read on Meteor's playstyle, but that is a great doink from Celox. It will hopefully grant an opportunity, but Mowen with another whiff. Seo will hope to pick this one up, but he is slow to the ball. Now Celox knocking that one into the big man. Seo will be forced to put that one away. Now Mowen does have a one-on-one situation, but he loses control of the ball, unfortunately. Now Celox will have to try get some pressure onto the Ascension net. A bump in the midfield between Seo and Big Man will make things a bit difficult for both sides. Now Seo put that one onto the backboard with no one there to follow up, and a double commit on the Meteor side. Again, another wasted opportunity for them. Positioning's been a big issue for Meteor in the last game, and it seems like in this game as well. It seems like they're not fully aware of where each other are. But that pinch onto the backboard could have created something. A miss from Power. Sky will be forced to put that one away, but Mowen with a massive challenge wins the 50-50 in midair and will grant Meteor the goal they need to get themselves into this game. Of course, great from Mowen. We were talking about it. They needed to challenge a lot earlier. But on the offense, of course, Mowen went up for that, recognized the opportunity, and that's exactly what they need. Now Power looking to get a shot, but Celox will block that one out to the side. And now Sky into the middle. Mowen perfect positioning to get that one away. Now Seo out into the center. Celox is up for this. A great pass, but Power will shut that opportunity down. Now Mowen out into the center. Seo will try to get a shot. Big man with the save, and now Mowen to recenter it. Celox tried to get that one, but Sky will knock it away. And now counter-attacking opportunity. Big man into the middle to Power, but nothing could be done with that. They were too close to each other, unfortunately. Now Sky trying to touch this one out to the side. It is a weak one, but Power is there for it. And now Seo, last man back. Power looking for double touch opportunity, but cannot make the reads. And Big man out onto the backboard again. Celox will get this one away. Another touch coming through Sky. It was one up for that as well, but brilliant work for Celox to get that one away and keep Meteor safe for the time being. Now Mowen looking to play that one middle. Big man does a brilliant job to get this one out. Sky will clear it towards Celox. Now Celox does have an opportunity of his own. Power will save that one off the line. That was scary for Ascension. Of course, it was looking a bit cluttered on both sides. But they were lucky to get a shot on net there, but they won't find anything else. Now 2 minutes remaining. Still a 1-goal lead for Meteor. And they've been looking a lot better. Of course, denying all the opportunities for Ascension. Of course, 2 defenders up for that. I think they were looking for a pinch, but they didn't seem to connect on it very well. Now Seo looks to make a flick. Early challenge from Sky. Now back into the middle. Seo will convert this to get a 2-goal lead. Now this is great for Celox to find that pass. Puts it behind Big man, and Seo is there to capitalize. Of course, we see Meteor going for a lot more passing plays in this game. And finally, it pays off. Now, 2-goal advantage, 90 seconds on the clock. Ascension, they have had their opportunities, but they've not been that great. Whereas Meteor, they've managed to convert pretty well so far on any chances they've had. Now Seo is up for this. Let's put it into the corner. Power gonna take this one a bit slow. Seo isn't managing to find the read. Now Mowen again beat out Celox. The last man does a good job to keep this one safe. Now Celox attempt to challenge. Boom down the field. And Seo will be forced to put on one to the side. Sky again with another opportunity. That was dangerous, but brilliant defending by the Meteor side to keep this one away. Now Mowen going to take this one slow. Passes it over to Seo on the right wing. And puts that one off the corner. Power will put that one out. Sky does miss the touch. And Seo does have a back passing opportunity, but just goes to Power. Has no boost, tries to play that one middle, but both his teammates have backed off. An opportunity they're wasted yet again. Now Celox with the third goal of the game. Of course, Marlon with a great pass off the wall, and no defenders back to defend this. Meteor have stepped up huge in this game, managing to find some great plays here. 31 seconds to go. And it looks like Ascension, they are going to have to go to a 5th game. Our first game 5 of the season in Division 3. It's been looking back and forth. They've been trading games. Of course, Ascension looks like the heavy favourites in game 1. Then Meteor bounced back game 2. And then Ascension game 3. They completely dominated. But game 4, Meteor do find themselves with a 3-0 win. And now the 5th and final game coming up. Boy, we'll have to see what version of each team comes out in this game. Here we go, the 5th and final game of the series. And it's been a very exciting day so far. The first match day of ECC Season 4. And it's been back and forth between Meteor and Ascension. Now Marlon with 0 boost on the side wall isn't able to find a touch. Celox will pick it up. Looking to move this one into the middle. Sky with the save. Now Sky looking to move this one back down the field. Power not reading that touch very well. And now into the middle, Marlon with an opportunity. Demo onto Sale will open up space. The Ascension side, and Big Man is chasing down a Demo, but that one is off the post. That was such a good opportunity for Ascension, but the shot was not that great. Now Power with a shot again onto the post. Celox will send this one to the side. Marlon trying to get control of the ball, forces a 50. Sky will win that one out. Now Sale moving that one into the midfield. Big Man looking to pass one over to the Sky. Sky into the box. Is blocked away by Celox again. And now Celox with the booming shot off of Sale's pass. Meteor are continuing the momentum from the last game. A missed touch of the back of the sidewall for Big Man. And then Sale with the infield pass to Celox, who just sends that one right into the back of the net. There's no stopping that. And Meteor, 1 goal lead with a minute gone. The passing plays for them have just been outstanding so far. It's great to see out of them, especially seeing them struggle in some of the earlier games in the series. Repairs the Power with a shot onto the backboard. Celox immediately clears it. Now Marvin move this one down the field. And now Sky will put that one out to the side. The demo onto Celox. Seo, the last man back, looking to buy time for his teammates. Power looking to put this one off the corner. Seo with a mystery. Marwin trying to put this one out to the side. Now Big Man looking to make a center. Does beat out Celox, but it's too wide. Sky tries to go for it regardless, but can't find anything. They're counter-attacking opportunity. Seo to Marwin. Marwin is demoed, and then will grant possession to Ascension. Big Man with a whiff there does give Celox the chance. Again, another pass, but the demo for Big Man to recognize the opportunity from Meteor. Does get the demo and shuts down the attempted pass. And I feel like Ascension are starting to figure out the strategy of Meteor here. Of course, they've gone for a few infield passes in this game. And by taking out the person that's to receive the pass, you're granting yourself even more possession. They don't want to give Meteor anything because Meteor have shown how good they are on offense. When they can make these challenges happen, you know, when they play aggressive with confidence. Now Celox trying to make a shot from the ball. Marwin with the 50, but we'll go out to the side. Celox with shot on net. Big man out to the corner. And now Sale will put this one up. Puts it middle for Marwin, who puts that one onto the backboard. Goes Meteor again, trying to control the ball here. Not giving anything to Essentially, know their capabilities. Now Celox with the challenge. Big man into the middle. Par will capitalise on that. And Ascension, they finally get themselves the equaliser. A bit of a missed-touch in the midfield, and Celox losing that 50 outright. And Par is able to beat Sale to the ball. And oh boy, this series and game is getting even more intense. 2 minutes left. 1 goal for each team. And off the kickoff, Sky is looking for yet another opportunity. But Mammon will clear that one out. Par puts this one up high. Big man is up and puts that one through. And Ascension have just turned this game on its head. Man with a bit of a mistouch. Par pops it up. And Sale isn't able to react in time. Brilliant play from Ascension. Oh my goodness, this one is coming down to the wire. And now double commit on the kickoff from Meteor is not what they want. And Sale missing the ball. Oh no, this is not looking good for Meteor, but Celox is there to make the save. Of course, it looks like they're starting to panic a little bit. They just need to calm down and bring themselves together. Sure, they can say 2 in a row, but they know what they're capable of. Now Celox looking to get this one away off the backboard, but no one is challenging this. Par putting this one out to the side. Sky could potentially go for a pass, but he doesn't connect the touch. Par putting it back to Big Man. Still putting it out to the side. Sky with another shot opportunity. And Ascension are just trying to keep the ball away. You don't want to push too much because they don't want to have any counter-attacking opportunities for Meteor. Now Par looking to put this one into the center. Big Man going for a demo yet again. Celox with a mistouch, but still does make a brilliant recovery. And does keep this one away. But the demo from Ascension onto Celox is really limiting the opportunities for Meteor. And it looks like they're starting to run out of options. They got 40 seconds to work with. Celox has a chance here. Puts it down to Marwan, who gets a shot on net. Brilliant save by Par. My goodness. Again, onto the backboard. Celox and Marwan both up for this. It is a bouncing shot, and this could just fall into the net. Oh my, Celox. Managing to find the shot. A gap in the defense opens for Ascension. Sky not reading that one well. 30 seconds left. This one is coming down to the wire. We could see a Game 5 overtime. Of course, Ascension, I was talking about, they were struggling to find anything on offense this last minute or so. Ever since they could see those 2 goals. But as I say that, Celox with a shot to backward will go off the crossbar, cleared away. But Sale with yet another opportunity, saved off the line by Big Man. It is so close, these 2 teams. 10 seconds to go. Final attacking opportunity for Ascension. Of course, Sale does kill that one, and it looks like unless Ascension can find another chance here, we will be seeing OT in the final game of the series. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1 goal will determine who wins this game and the series. It couldn't be any closer between these 2 teams. Now Sale puts that one into the middle. Celox off the back. Moment is up for this. Pushes it back down, but no one to follow up. Sale rotating back so early. Does not want to give any opportunities to Ascension. They're trying to play it more safe here. Now Sale puts that one into the corner. Par putting this one onto the backboard. Sale does clear that one away. Now Celox spinning it out to the side. Sale tried to go for that one, but couldn't find it. Marwan is there to cover. Now 2 defenders up. Celox is the last man back. He does miss it. Sky puts it wide. Another opportunity gone for Ascension. Now Marwan out onto the right. Celox will look to put this one mid. He's just playing it so slow. And now Marwan is up for this. Blocked away by Sky. No, big man does clear one out. Sky has an opportunity, does miss the ball, but it is going to creep in anyways. What on earth just happened? Big man with a booming clear, and I think Sky faked out Sailorx. And Sail couldn't catch up to it, but there we go. In Game 5 overtime, Ascension takes the series, and oh my goodness, that was so insanely close. And if this is what we're getting out of Div 3 this season, and oh boy, it's going to be one hell of a season. Of course, well played to both teams, of course. They played brilliantly this entire series. I feel like the 5th game was the closest to them all. Of course, congratulations to Meteor. Despite losing that, they played so incredibly well. But Ascension, they do get themselves their first win in ECC League play. And this is not the first time these guys will be facing off, by the way, because, of course, Div 3 is double round robin this season. And so they will play each other again later on, and we will have to see how that one will go down. So, of course, that series coming down to the wire, and if you're just tuning in right now, you should definitely give that one a rewatch, especially the 5th game. Because that one had us on the edge of our seats. But, there we go. That was... yeah, one hell of a series. I can't say much else about it. Of course, I am going to quickly run down the results from today. Of course, Irrelevant Saffron did take a 3-1 win earlier today against the Pink Squadron. And just there, a 3-2 win for Ascension Kronos in the Game 5 OT over Meteor. But that will do it for today, guys. Of course, it's been brilliant for the first day of ECC Season 4. Of course, I want to thank Timmy for running the stream today. And of course, for Lou for joining us earlier for the first game. Unfortunately, couldn't join us for the second game. We would have loved to have him, but, you know, things happen. And of course, if you do want to connect with us on social media, of course, be sure to join our Discord. Potentially get yourself into the team yourself and play in this season. And of course, be sure to follow us on Twitter for stream updates. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube where the match VODs will be uploaded in the future. If you do want to contribute to the prize pool, of course, you can head to the Match Arena page. And of course, there is a code ECCS4 for a free 50 cents towards the prize pool for this season. Yeah, GG's to all the teams that played today. And of course, thanks to everyone in the stream for watching. I hope you did enjoy yourselves. And that's it from us. We will see you guys next time. Have a good night.